Either you ramp a huge team to manage your cyclers and to write scripts to pull the data off and put it in reports that your engineers can look at, or you say, you know what? Someone has to have thought about this. I'm going to go buy an integrated solution. Having done this a few times, I know what a homegrown system looks like. I know what a homegrown system takes to maintain. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, look, we can't afford to develop our own homegrown system. And my boss concurs. He's like, if you can buy something that's done and that's maintained and that's going to take you to the future, that's not part of the core business, go buy it. And the part for us is we're making lithium-sulfur cells. That's what we do. We're cell makers. We're not software makers. So it makes all the sense in the world to go and purchase Voltaiqs and use that because they bring in everything. They'll run on all the different cyclers, all the different vintages. When the cycler makers upgrade their software, Voltaiq's working on making sure that works with the Voltaiq system. I don't have to detail a bunch of engineers to do that, right? And when I add more cyclers and they're from a new manufacturer that I've never worked with, the Voltaiq system will connect with them as well, and I can look at my data very quickly. The first time I bought Voltaiq was when I was running pack design at Uber. I'd just come out of Tesla, and I knew there'd been a big team to do the data work and the scripting and the analysis, and I'm like, wow, I got 2 engineers to look at cell cycling. How am I going to do this? At that point, one of my colleagues suggested Voltaiq, and I'm like, that's it, we need this. Because it was obvious, I didn't have the manpower. I went to QuantumScape. Also, they'd been in the business for a while. They had their own homegrown system. And again, I got to look at how many people does it actually take? How much work is it? You really have to commit, right? It's a whole product that you're making on your own. So when I came to Lyten, we've got a lot of data. We've got a lot of work to do here. There is no way that I've got a headcount allowance that lets me create our own software product. And there's no reason to. If my boss is going to give me headcount, I'm going to spend it on R&D work. Yeah, it's about headcount for looking at my data. But now we're in that state where we don't have one cycler. We have thousands of channels, and we have 3 or 4 different versions of the equipment and different manufacturers making cycling equipment. And what's it going to take to maintain that and to maintain the software system? And what's the headcount going to be to deal with every time Arbin changes their software slightly, or Newware does something, or Digatron does something, or Maker does something? It's all different. I need a person there. And then the other piece that comes in now, more importantly, is we're doing new technology, which means that we have a lot of IP involved here, and our data is important to us from an IP perspective. So then the question becomes, how do you maintain data security and integrity across these systems? You're putting this data somewhere. It's going to go to the cloud. How do you know that it's going to be secure? Those things became more of an issue. Do I have a guy that specializes on our data security for our cycling data? Or do I rely on a system that I've purchased where there's a bunch of guys who've worked this out and who continue to look at this? Are there other solutions that exist for data processing? Honestly, there's no one else that's coming to me and showing me something that's comparable. It speeds up the quality improvements that you can make on your cells. It speeds everything up.